welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making
chocolate chip cookies.
We have a lot of ingredients in today's video. I would really recommend having them all out and ready. The recipe is up here for you, so you can get them all out and nicely prepared. If you have a magic mix like so, we're going to... But a KitchenAid works fine or anything like that. Quick shout out to one of my best friends, Rafi. She's really supportive of the channel and I forever miss you so much. Okay, let's get on with the video. I've got all my ingredients ready and I've laid them all out on the table so you can see. So we have our sugar, our flour, our eggs, our chocolate, our butter, and here I have some nuts. They're optional to put in, but I like a crunch to it. So what I did, if you are going
to use nuts,
put them in a bag like so and get the back of a spoon and just bash it for a while until they go nice and like
crumbly a bit.
So now we're going to add our baking powder and our salt into our flour and mix it up nicely. We're now going to add our sugar and our butter into our mixer. So I'm just going to pop this in. I'm going to put the lid on. Alright, listen up bakers, this is very
important.
What you're going to do is, when it's turned off and you think it's all mixed up, you're going to get a spoon and you're just going to hunt around because there are bits of
butter in there
that might have not been all like completely mushed up. So just make sure there aren't any of those. You're going to get your 2 eggs and you're going to whisk them up in a separate bowl. Now that our batter is all mixed up, we're going to add our eggs. And the problem is, when you add eggs, when they're whisked around so much, they tend to
curdle, which means
they go a bit like scrambled eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a teaspoon of flour as we add the eggs in. We're going to add the eggs in very slowly though. Now that our batter has its eggs in it and a bit of flour, what we're going to do is add the rest of the flour. So be careful when you put it in because you don't want to lose any flour because always that's changed in the recipe. Now every once in a while we're just going to have to push it down a bit just to make sure that all the flour is mixed in nicely. This is what your batter should look like. It should be a bit doughy as well, but I don't think mine is completely done quite yet because it's still not all the flour's in there. There's some bit there, so I'm just going to keep mixing until all the flour's in nicely. Now I'm going to add my nuts and my chocolate. If you can see here, there's an on, off and pulse. Pulse, it just kind of starts and stops because you don't want to overwork the cookie dough. If you don't have that, that's fine, just turn it on and off, on and off. But I'm just going to press that because I don't want to overwork my dough, but I also want to have the chocolate chips mixed in nicely. So basically what you're going to do now is you're going to get some grease-proof paper. You're going to lay that on the table and then cut it. You want quite a big piece. What we're going to do now is, you're going to get your bowl, okay, and you're going to get your hand and take one handful, like so, and plop it right on. Take a second one and plop it next to it. So you're trying to make a bit like a sausage, but you want it quite thick, and you want to be able to have two, so leave enough dough for both. So this is it for that one. So now put the dough back. All you're going to do is just get your thing, you're going to fold it like a present, tucking it in like this, and then you're going to roll it over again. And when you get to the end, push it together, You want it a bit like a log, so you want it quite short and you want it quite chubby. Should look a bit like this. Now what we're going to do is you're going to make space in the fridge and you're going to pop it in the fridge. You're going to have it in the fridge for at least half an hour to an hour because you want it to set. Here's one I made earlier. I kept this in the fridge for at least 2 hours now. You're just going to repeat the steps that I just said with the rest of your batter and keep it in the fridge. Now you're going to cut your dough that has been in the fridge for at least an hour. So it's nice
and hard now.
And you're going to cut it about this size, like so, because they will spread out a lot in the oven. So just keep doing that, and then get these ready with greaseproof paper. Pop them in the oven.
They're going to be in the oven for at least 10 to 12 minutes, and they should be nice and spread out.
You want them nicely spread apart like so. I'm not even over-exaggerating this because they will spread out a lot. Not just so that they're like quite distanced from each other, but so that they are from the tin as well. And then put them in the oven. I've cleaned up, like you should have as well, and I have my cookies in the oven. My timer just went off for the cookies, so I'm going to take them out now. They look pretty good. I'm going to leave the bottom set in because it didn't get as much heat. I'm just going to keep them in there just for a few seconds and then they'll be good to go. They will spread out nicely, which is good. Now my cookies are on the cooling rack. I'm going to wait for about 5 to 10 minutes so that they can cool completely. That also then means that then the outside will be crunchy and the inside will be nice and gooey. So my cookies turned out really, really well. I hope yours did as well. Here in this box I have my cookies. I recommend keeping them in a tin. They turned out really, really well, and I really hope you enjoy your cookies. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!